Thank you, Elian. So I guess I have already introduced myself. I just will not repeat, but by training, actually, I'm a physician scientist, the same as Talamer, right? What's your name? Tamir? Yeah. Itama, okay, but it's the same as Itama. I began my career as a physician, as an internist, and I treated many lung diseases patients in China before I came to Israel. So for longevity-related study, actually, I just, only a few years ago, one of my boss from China was asking me when I was in the US, I said, hey, Jing, would you please to do some research on the biomarkers for aging or the drugs for aging? So because everybody wants to live longer life. So that was the time I started to seriously learning and also doing some research. And during the process, I got to know Elian. So then now I'm here. So I'm very passionate and excited about this field. As I introduced yesterday, Elian started, I just started the longevity the study journey a few years ago, but he told me he was interested, he started to be interested in longevity ever since he was 6 years old. He said when he was 6, he said people should not die, we should live longer. So ever since he has been engaging and had been doing research on longevity. That's why, in front of him, I'm a student in longevity field. And thank you so much for bringing here. Today I thought because yesterday we have so many scientists have given lots of scientific presentations on the science of longevity and the biomarkers and the current practices and really very heavy information. I'm so happy to see Professor Valerie still sitting here from Weizmann Institute. He gave a very impressive presentation on senescence cells. For those of you who are not here, I encourage you to really to view all these videos show yesterday. So it's very good presentation. So today I sought to introduce all of you about the China's policy for health and longevity and the opportunities for international collaboration. So the first of all, for those of you who are not very familiar with China, this is, China is like, map of China is like, it's like, the male chicken, right? So anyway, so this is here is Beijing and Shanghai is in this area, and this is the south area. If you want to go to Hong Kong is somewhere here. So all this area is extremely developed in China now. That's all. Also, health disparities are very heavy in China. So the longevity, the lifespan of people from this area, from Shanghai area, can be as high as 85, 89, but the health in other area of China can be, much lower. So this is a health disparity that need to be addressed in China. And these are the numbers of the new numbers. So which shows as of 2022, the population aged 65 and above in China has already reached 210 million people. So this is really very, very serious, very heavy. That's why we have a lot of policies address longevity issues in China. So these are all these numbers in China. So I wouldn't spend time to elaborate all this, but just to emphasize that by 2050, the size of China's the elderly population will reach 590 million. So in China, we all know 1/5 of the population is in China, but at that time, in 20, 30 years, the elderly population even will grow quicker than the many places in the world. So now, this is the rehabilitation market. This is the figure that because I was together with my medical school classmate, we are thinking of building a rehabilitation hospital in China. So we did some market analysis. So as you can see, So we are rehabilitation market in China from 2019 to 2050, 25. Only within 6 years, this has grown dramatically. So, so because of COVID, because of the economic situation, actually the many hospitals are not doing very well economic wise, and the birth rate was very reduced in China for the recent years. But rehabilitation beds and rehabilitation hospital has been very, very, still in very, very demanding, and also increased dramatically. So this figure, I was just the this is my I asked my assistant to make this figure. So the lifespan, as you can see, I think this figure is really so telling, not only from the health perspective, but from any other health perspective. In 1960s, so you see the differences between China and the US is so huge. The life expectancies and also people's living standard and the health situation and the household, the income, everything is very, very dramatically different. But as you can see now, so in this year, we almost the same, reached the same life span with the United States. And also as I mentioned, in Shanghai, in special places in Shanghai, Guangdong area, the life expectancy can be, 85. Now it's 85, 86. It's really very high in China. So this is a lot of stories behind it. I wouldn't mention it here. And also, so the bed shortage, this is one of the reasons my classmate and I would like to build a rehabilitation hospital, is that we have so many shortage in bed, in the rehabilitation bed. Also, you might not know in China, many places, years ago, there's no, like a retirement center in China, almost none. This is a phenomenon of European countries, a phenomenon of Western countries, the US. But now there are so many wonderful, beautiful, and very well, very well, they constructed the retirement center. It's really beautiful. Before I came to Israel, I visited one of them. Very, very impressive. So this is in China because of the population aging. So this is the figure just to compare the life expectancies, but it's as I said, it seems like China is like this, but actually some places are very, very high, and Israel is still way ahead of China. So this is the global numbers now. So because of this, because of the situation, the population is aging, the China has the national vision and policy, the framework has been very, very active nowadays. You can see so many age-related conferences and workshop and research as well. But just having mentioned, I heard all these mornings in the several age-related venture capitals. Actually, in China, I haven't seen any venture capital that is concentrated on aging, because I have been working recent 4 years. I've been working as a partner in a venture capital in Shanghai. We have $7 billion for investment, but we haven't really looked for the age-related technologies. So I used to do analysis for the longevity-related investment in Asian countries versus that is in the Western countries. I can see the Asian countries have dedicated a very minimum amount of funds for longevity-related studies. So I assume in the future the Asian countries will be designated more funds for longevity related research. So because of the population, the Chinese policy is very, very towards the addressing the situation. So promote the high quality medical resources and balance the regional layout. This is very important. This is President Xi. So as you'll see, unlike many other countries, the policy in China, top-down policy is very, very important. So when the government has this policy and the emphasis, the things can fly. So now, so this picture is Shanghai. For those of you who have visited Shanghai, I'm sure you have been there. So the Shanghai is extremely developed. I have so many American friends who used to visit Shanghai, always every year they go to Shanghai to visit their parents. And they told me that in the old parks in Shanghai, and full of people and over 95 years old. So many people are so elderly, so which means they're living very well life. As I said, in Shanghai, the life expectancy is it's about 80, 85, 86 years old. It's almost similar as Hong Kong, as Japan. As you know, the Japan represents the highest the lifespan, right? And then Hong Kong and Shanghai is almost the same as them. So this is actually in some district of Shanghai, the average the aged over 60 or 65 years old is occupied almost more than 40% of the population in some district. So when the number comes out, we all a little bit shocking, but it's also expected. So now, regarding the science and the innovation for longevity, so the China is increasingly becoming the center of international technology innovation and application. As I said, the funding designated to longevity study is still not enough, but I do envision in the future this will be much dramatic. And also, many companies have been developing all these age-related medical wearable devices. Actually, everything you can see in the Western market now, you can see that they're developed in Chinese market. Of course, Israel is still very leading in the developing these devices. This we have to admit. And one of the devices is continuous glucose monitoring. So years ago, we only see the big farmers, the medical device companies in the Western countries are developing, but now several Chinese companies have developing even better version of the CGMs. So one of the companies is we invested in Shanghai has a capital invested in one of the companies. So I'm showing this to you just to tell you one fact that actually Chinese government is very pay attention to the 国产替代, this in Chinese, which means if the technologies, if the devices, it's similar devices developed by Chinese companies, it's most probably the whole hospitals will embrace the Chinese products. So that's why when you have a very important product wanting to be marketed in China, to penetrate in Chinese market. So it's better to work with the Chinese local agencies or local companies so that you can, get the advantage of being used by the Chinese hospitals. Now, there are so many opportunities for international collaborations in this field. So do hope in the future we'll have lots of collaborations going on. During the dinner last night, so I have mentioned about the initiative we are going to launch. So Ilian and we would like to, actually, I didn't put the slides in, but it's on the website. We call it China-Israel Health and Longevity Consortium. We have already formed this consortium under VETEC. So currently it's only two of us. But I really hope that all of you will show interest, and then we will work together. We'll say China, Israel. Actually, it's literally not. I would say Asian countries and Israel, because Shanghai representing is the center of the Asian countries, as well as Hong Kong, Macau, all these countries. So for anybody who is interested, in the technologies or in business collaborations or find the scientific exchange, we would really welcome you to contact Ilian and myself. And for this, we even everything begins from a dream. So I can't promise anything, but we do have a dream that next year we will have a longevity workshop, similar longevity like this in China. So Valerie has agreed to go, right? So anyway, so we will announce in the website. So the next few minutes, I would like to show you a few pictures. This is the Shanghai China Israel Innovation Hub. Actually, it's located in Shanghai. This is the entrance building. Is pretty impressive. This is the whole area. This is my office, and this is my office in this innovation hub. And this is outside the office. We can hold many meetings. So this is where my company located. So you can contact with me. So this is about my information. So mostly, I'm so proud is I've been working for the National Institute of Health for 16 years as a program officer, medical officer, oversee international clinical trials, as well as managing the NIH-sponsored grants. And then I've worked for the Weizmann Institute. That's always been my very proud to have received my PhD from Weizmann Institute. And then also recent 4 years, I've been working for venture capital as a partner, so which allowed me to understand the landscape of investment. And so that's why I have determined in the next some years to come to help the companies, help innovators, help all these companies to penetrate Chinese market or to collaborate with Chinese scientists or the entrepreneurs to understand the landscape of China. And these are 2 books that I'm very proud of too. I'm a physician scientist, but my experience and my daughter's experience in Israel is really very impressive. I'm still very remember vividly of our life as a Chinese. 2 Chinese. I'm a mother and daughter. 2 of us. Our unique experience in Israel and how we integrated especially my daughter in the Israeli society, and how she was loved and she was cared, and also she loved and care of her friends in Israel. So I wrote these 2 books to promote international understanding, especially for women. So this is I'm very proud of. And then I mentioned of my supervisor, Yosef Yardan, who has been very instrumental in my life from ever since when I was PhD and up to now. He has been very, very supportive and very caring. And, he always tells me, Jing, whatever you do, I will support you. So it's really a great friendship with time. Not only is a great scientist, but he received the Israel Prize in 2015. So, I don't know if you know the first humanized antibody, Herceptin, treating breast cancer. Most of the scientific basis were based on his research contribution, as well as the lab of the experiments we have done in the lab. So I'm very proud. These recent years have been coming to Israel a lot, actually, maybe once or twice a year. And it's, for scientific conferences, as well as meeting with my friend, like my dear friend Ona, always really is one of the main reasons that I come to Israel. So I would like to promote collaborations. So we also have established a very nice relationship with Ramba Hospital, because Ramba is the physician initiated all these technologies and innovative ways of diagnosis and treatment of patients. So very proud. We have evaluated many of their the physician initiated innovative technologies. So I'm going to go there in a few days as well. And I would like to mention, this is the professor. This is Dr. Xiao, and who is the ambassador to Israel, from China. He's very supportive. It's very new, and also this is science attaché. So the two of them are very newly appointed. The Chinese, the ambassador, and the science attaché. But they are very supportive of friendship and scientific communication and the collaborations. So it's a great time to collaborate between the two countries. So I have here is a small video about the Shanghai. This is CIIH, China Israel Innovation Hub. This hub was established in 2019. Actually, Shanghai government has spent huge amount of money to support this center in order to promote China-Israel collaboration. So they have just newly made this new movie clip. I thought to show you this little clip just to attract you to, and hope also you will have more interest next year to go to, or in the next few years to visit Shanghai, visit this center. I will just show you. It's only 2 or 3 minutes, okay? It's in English, I believe. So there. There's something wrong, right? So this shouldn't be in the middle, right? Okay, you get a little bit of your sense about this center, hopefully. So that's why the last slides I would like to show is let us unite our efforts and turning health and longevity technologies into a bridge. I would like using this as a bridge to connect the world and to create a more peaceful and healthier future for mentality. So with this, I will stop here. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Jing Bao, for this moderation.